All right, welcome back to WMMA Now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with a fight review. So we're going to Bangkok, Thailand, One Championship's first event of the year, anew tomorrow. We're going to the flyweight division. Ayaka Miura coming in at 9-2, taking on Maira Mazar coming in at 6-2. Now, when I did a mini preview for this on the WMMA Scene Report, episode number 50, which you can go check out, I said, coming into this fight, Miura is known for doing one thing, and it all comes down to, can Mazar prevent Miura from doing that one trick? So, round starts out, and Miura, she's kind of keeping her distance a little bit, and they're both, sort of basically just shadow boxing with each other a little bit. Miura actually drops down for a takedown, shoots a penetration step from way too far outside, and Mazar's too far out, no good. So they're back up or circling around each other a little bit more, and Miura shoots another penetration step for a takedown, and this time Mazar clocks her on the head twice, and Miura gets stunned a little bit. So but you gotta admire her instinct here, because Miura instinctively got up, plowed into Mazar, and grabbed on to the clinch to go for the headlock, gets her up against the cage, up against the ropes because they were in a ring, and manages to get the headlock takedown. It was either a hip toss or a trip down into the scarf hold position, her bread and butter. Now, first she starts going for the Americana, and I like the way Miura does the Americana. She doesn't usually just do the old, figure four lock on the arm. She'll use the scarf hold and then put the arm between her legs and stretch it out that way. She tried that, wasn't able to get it. So then she readjusts her positioning and goes for a really nice arm triangle choke. But no matter how hard she's squeezing an arm triangle choke, and she holds on to it for a good bit of the round, she just can't get it. So she gives up the arm triangle, goes back, maintains the scarf hold, and lands some punches from there to finish off the round. Second round, a little bit more. They're, trying to circle around, get some strikes off. But this time Miura gets to the clinch a lot faster. And Mazar, to prevent the takedown from the headlock, she starts to sit down on it. And she goes a little bit too low at first. So she gets back up. And then this time she goes even lower. And Miura is like, well, crap, you're practically giving it to me now. So Miura sits down with her too, and basically drags her down to the ground then. So Mazar is stuck in the headlock position, the scarf hold, and she's trying to get out. Now she has her legs wrapped around one leg of Miura, but Miura was very smart in that she used one of her legs to block Mazar's other leg prevent Mazar getting the hooks around her. So eventually, Miura they get too close to the ropes, and they stop the fight and pull them just back inside, just a little bit. And that was really enough for Miura to grab a hold of the arm. This time, she gets that key lock in between her legs, and she's cranking on it, and Mazar is stuck in a position. The only thing she can do is she starts smacking Miura on the face to tap out while she's going, because that's all she could do. So the referee stops it, giving Ayaka Miura the win via submission due to an Americana at 3 minutes and 1 second of the second round. So, Ayaka Miura, she's a bit of a one-trick pony here, but man, she is good at it, and no one seems to have a good solution to it other than not getting taken down. And really, the last person that was able to do that was like over 2 years ago now. So Mazar moves to 10-2 now. Very good contender for the title. So things to work on for Mazar. When you sit down in a clinch like that, and when you're trying to sit down, you don't want to go down too low. That's really was her biggest mistake. Also, when she, in the first round, when she landed those nice punches that hurt Miura a little bit, she was a little too flat-footed and allowed Miura to close the distance with her, which she did not want. For Miura, you can't televise your takedown attempts. If you're going to shoot for a takedown and shoot a penetration step, you got to set it up. You can't be too far outside and just telegraph it the way she did. I mean, there was no setup to it at all. She was way too much on the outside. Now, as far as matches to make, for Mazar, there's a few potential matches in there. I'm struggling to think of any right now. But for Miura, really, she is a very good possibility to face Seong Jin-nan, the current champion. However, the match I'd really like to see her face is Michelle Nicolini. Both are grapplers, and I think this fight has a very excellent grappling battle all over it. I'd say Miura is better at getting her opponents to the ground than Nicolini is, but I think Nicolini would give her a lot of trouble. Even if Miura is able to get the scarf hold takedown or a headlock takedown, trip, whatever, Nicolini isn't going to give her a hell of a run on the ground. So to me, I think that's the fight to make, and then winner of that then goes on to face Seong for the title. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. Ayaka Miura, she's trouble for anyone in the one women's flyweight division, which they call strawweight, of course. She's a specialist, and she is special to watch because of it. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, likes are always appreciated. And if you haven't yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to WMMA Now, the fastest growing women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube, because you'd be a lot cooler if you did. And we'll see you next time.